Alright guys, TJHaLy here again today, and today is Thursday, the day before CWL Miami begins. Recording this Thursday morning, it's very unlikely there'll be a video on Friday because I'm going to be very busy tonight, and then by the time I'd have any chance of making a video for Friday, because I'm working, the event already starts. So the event starts, I believe, at 11:30 Pacific time. So that'll be 2:30 Eastern time and 7:30 here in the UK on the Friday. So we'll have a look at the schedule through that in a second. Some other things to talk about first. And yeah, so pretty much today's going to be a CWL Miami preview. And then tomorrow, before I'd have any chance to upload a video, the event will effectively be beginning. So yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's going to be a fantastic weekend, I'm sure. And then I'll do recaps on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, I suppose. So anyway, let's hop right into it here. Like if you guys enjoy, subscribe if you're new as always. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, here we go. Major Gaming, proud to announce our official roster for CWL Miami. We have Mosh, Mike, Havok, Spacely, Parzelion and Jet.Ly. So of course, Parz and Jet.Ly, we were interested to see where they would end up because of course they've said they're going to be a duo for quite a while. And this is going to be their team. So yeah, moving on from this, we'll get into this in a little bit more in a second here. The Miami All-Star game, the analyst desk chose their final two players they want to have on the team, so I thought maybe it was going to be chosen, initially I thought by the public, then someone, a very excellent subscriber, commented that it was going to be chosen by the analyst desk, but then I thought, okay, maybe they'll just choose players that actually qualify on the Friday, so once the play-in occurs and we have the two teams that get in to the to the 10-team playoffs, then they'll choose one player from each of those teams, and that will go into the All-Star game. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Well, it's definitely not going to be the case because Attach has been chosen. Obviously Attach is a great player, but he's good friends with the guys on the analyst desk, so it kind of makes sense. And then we also have Slasher as well. So, interesting couple of picks. But what it does mean is that these are the teams. So, feast your eyes on this. I think it's going to be very difficult to call this, to be honest. I don't really know how to call it myself. So, Division A teams. Okay, so this actually makes sense, splitting it Division A, Division B. So, Dashy, Dylan, Envoy, Scraps, and Attach is going to be the Division A team, which is obviously filthy, but, there's no ICR on this team, there's no main assault rifle. I'm tempted to say that Dashy will be the one who brings out the ICR if required, and, you'll then have Dylan and Envoy as your aggressive players, and, obviously all the guys in this team are pretty damn aggressive, but those could be your SMGs, Scraps and Attach, like, it's pretty deadly. But then on the other side, we've got Lucky, who's a great player, Octane, Simp, Temp, and Slasher, so both of these teams are very scary. On Division B, we actually do have 200 Thieves members, which I didn't really think they were going to go for, but that's what they've decided to do. So, yeah, Division B could be pretty damn scary. This team, I struggle to know who to favour in this matchup because there's just so many good players on either side. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below, as always. But, as someone rightly mentioned in the comments yesterday, this Division B team has, plenty of snipers. Lucky, Octane, Simp, even Temp has pulled it out at times, but I wouldn't recommend. And yeah, it's going to be exciting times. So that's going to go on the last thing of the day after the first match is finished at CWL Miami. This is another thing to mention. Director of Business Development for FaZe Clan posted this on Instagram, and this guy Offset, who's a rapper from the States, he has apparently been spotted in some of these photos, as has Eric Anderson, head of esports for FaZe. So it's possible, and here we have a tweet from Don that says, Offset following, he has recently followed MLG and the CWL, which is obviously very interesting. It maybe implies that this guy's looking to make some investments into FaZe Clan and to prop them up into a position where they can solidify a franchise spot. So exciting times. Thought I'd mention that for you guys, for you FaZe fans out there. Moving onwards then, this is the CWL Open bracket. These are all the top 21 seeds. So if you guys aren't aware, this event, anyone can enter. There's like 200 plus teams, and if you come top 16, then you qualify for champs. So I thought I'd just take you through the top 21 seeds. The final series that will be to qualify for champs will be a best of 5. The series before that will just be best of 3s. So some good teams are definitely going to go out, but there's a lot of great teams here that should be in no problem at all. So of course, Mindfreak, I'd say the quickest team, are very likely to make it. That team we just looked at with Spacely, so the Giants, Sicario Gaming, which is Tommy's team, train hard, so Kreza should have a good chance. Aspire Esports will surely make it into the top 16. These are guys that, you know, have been right up there around the winning margins in the past. You know, Team War should make it no problem. BZ's team should be in there. But of course, some of these teams do have to miss out. We've got a German team, which if they made it, that'd be pretty damn cool. Mad Cat is actually the 16th seed here on Fuego Gaming, alongside Hawkeye, Chaxter, BB Connor, and Payne. So that's a decent team. And then we have this Goonjar team as well. So whether they'll make it as interesting, and Teddy Rex chilling down here on Fury Gaming. So be interested to hear which guys you think will qualify. I don't really go too much in depth on this because it's very difficult to call. But yeah, 16 teams will qualify for champs from this weekend. Don't really have too much of an idea of the schedule right yet. But yeah, looking forward to it. So these are the teams that are going to be going into the play-in bracket. So we got Midnight, Evil Geniuses, Luminosity Gaming, UIU, Envy, Units, Enigma 6, and Elevate. Now the bracket, of course, is the most important part of this, and here we have it. So Envy versus UIU is the first round matchup. EGE6, Midnight, Elevate, Units, LG. So I think that Envy should beat UIU. At least I mean, it's honestly difficult to say because UIU may have been somewhat improved, but this matchup really shouldn't matter in the long term. Well, maybe it will, but we'll see. So I'm going to go for Envy. I'm going to go for EG over E6. I think that E6 could be a very solid team, but like, I just fancy EG taking this one this time around. I feel like they deserve a break at some of these matches because I've had very difficult, you know, like top 16s at London, Anaheim and the like, and then they'll play each other. I'm going to go with Evil Geniuses to go through as qualified, but, you know, it's quite difficult to call. Midnight Elevate, I think Midnight will win, and then Units LG, like, LG should win on paper. It's difficult to say otherwise, but you never know. Units could give them a good run for their money. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Game 4, Game 5, but I do think that LG should take it, and then I think LG will beat Midnight to qualify. So I'm going to go with EG and LG to qualify. Out of this, these are the timings. So at 11 p.m. on 11 a.m. this is Pacific time, so 7 p.m. my time in the UK, 2 p.m. so I said 11:30 earlier, which is my mistake. It's actually 11. That's going to be Units LG and Midnight Elevate on the Alpha and Bravo stations, and then the matches after that go through relatively damn quickly. So here we go, on to the main thing. This is the main event, and yeah, a 1.2 I think million prize pool, if not 1.25 million. $500,000 for the team that wins this event. This is a very big deal in terms of cash money dollar. Okay, well there it is, 1.25 million US dollars for this event, which is crazy figures. So here we go then. This is the schedule. I thought I'd run through it to you guys again. So Hot Mic will start at 6:30 p.m. BST, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll have Units LG on the Alpha station, on the main stage, on the main stream, and then Evil Geniuses and Enigma 6. Team Envy versus UIU, Evil Geniuses and Enigma 6. So, you know, whoever wins out of these matches will play here, and then Heretics will play the play-in winner. And on the Bravo station, if this wants to load for a second, Midnight Elevate, Envy, UIU. And then the winner of the other semi-final, and then Reciprocity will play the play-in winner as well. So, at the end of the first day, I'm pretty sure, well, whoever loses out of Rec and the play-in winners, and the Heretics and the play-in winners will already be down to losers, but we will have 8 teams remaining in winners after the first day, and most of them will have been eliminated off this play-in bracket. And then after this finishes, we then have the All-Star game, which we were just looking at. So this image right here, these guys will be playing. Maybe they'll be pulling out like LMGs and stuff like that and having a bit of fun with it, which usually is what happens. But yeah, it should be interested at least to tune into, because they do tend to be kind of fun. Last year's one was pretty good. So here we go then. This is the play-in bracket, and well, I already went through this, but this is a nice little one from MRG here. So yeah, I'm going to say Luminosity and Enigma 6, be interested in your thoughts. And then we have the final playoff bracket. So this is what I'm going to go for. Qualified team number 1 here, as you can see on this image, is from the top side. So I'm going to go with this as EG, and I'm going to go with this side as Luminosity. And well, this is what the bracket's going to be. I'm just going to go through some brief predictions as to who I think is going to win in each section. So I think LG will beat Heretics no problem. I think that Reciprocity will take down, you know, whoever they play, whether it be Evil Geniuses. So then we'll have OpTic LG in this matchup. And this one, honestly, for me is very, very difficult to call. I'm going to go with OpTic Gaming, but I think it'll be a Game 5, and I think it'll be a very tough matchup to call if these two teams do match up. But I don't think that. I think that if OpTic do go through, they will come up against 100 Thieves, and I don't think they're winning that. I think that maybe LG have a chance to beat 100 Thieves. I don't really know why I think of it in this way, but just because of what we've seen earlier this year with OpTic versus 100 Thieves, they tend to get close, but there's not really been a cigar there. Whereas LG, I think, could take 100 Thieves by surprise with their incredible slaying. 100 Thieves seem to know OpTic inside and out at this point, even though they have changed their roles around a little bit, so maybe they'll change things. But that's going to be my call. I'm going to say OpTic will go through, but then they'll play against 100 Thieves, and then 100 Thieves will qualify from this side. So let's look at the other side here. Reciprocity will play United. I think that the United will win that. They always seem to have the number of wrecks, so they'll move on in my opinion. And then we've got Gen.G Splice. This is a tough one to call. Honestly, very, very difficult. But, you know, the team's changed up a lot with Nagafen coming back in. I'm going to say that Splice is going to be on good enough form now to take this series. So then it's going to be 100 Thieves over here, and we'll have E-United versus Splice. Difficult to call this one. Probably going to go E-United. I feel like Splice may not have everything fully down as yet. So E-United will go through, and then it'll be 100 Thieves E-United. 100 Thieves will win that to go on to the grand finals. And then through the losers bracket, who do you reckon's charging through? I honestly kind of fancy like LG to make a losers run. So that's going to be my bold pick for the grand finals. It's going to be 100 Thieves LG. Maybe it's not even too bold, but yeah, I guess it's not even that bold, because whoever loses this would be quite likely, if 100 Thieves do make it through, to make it through losers anyway. But you know, that's how I see it going. So I'm going to go 100 Thieves LG, but then I'm going to go with 100 Thieves to take the tournament again. You know, it'd be crazy if they did. I feel like if they win this one, surely in my brain it says like there's no way they can win this one and champs, having just won London and just won Anaheim. But, you know, at the same time, my brain says, well, they are the favourites, so I guess I should predict them to win. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. And yeah, I don't reckon, even though they're favourites, I would say right now that they are, people would probably take the field to win over 100 Thieves, if you see what I mean. So, but yeah, I'd be interested to hear your perspective below. Like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new as always, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time.
End this. Capturing A. Enemies contesting Alpha. Last man standing. Know what to do. One tango left. Take him out. We're capturing Alpha. Hostiles contesting Alpha.